slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Here we go. 10-2 soft. 2-jet bomber. 2-jet bomber.
They'll look to throw now on first down. James has got it. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
X3, 218, chop, get it.
On second down, here's Mixon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Max 50, Max 50. Wild bill.
Fight.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Lane, seam 6, seam 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Bring it, bring it.
Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Pull it high. Crouch.
On play action, they'll throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 50, plant. 3, Mike. Protein spill. Hey, Alpha.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 50, check 50. Tighten up. Topper. Hey, Zoo.
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Set, 8, read.
54, Mike, 54. Hey, watch your leg. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
General West. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 54. Mike, 54. You. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back, back, back.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Got it. 80 weapons.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Speed driven. Speed driven.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, McKinnon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon, and he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
X3, 218, chopper.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, let's get this, get this.
Go, go. Get it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's go.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pull it high.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on,
the Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Six guys, check 6 guys.
Kill.
You draw Porter.
SOS.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mike's 50.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Go! 52's the mark.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready! 60 or. Screen! Now! Screen! 5! Mike 5-2!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Come on, boy. Hey, orbit. Don't be scared of it.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
Hey, team 6. 53's the mark. 53, check 53. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Achilles traps. Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Set. 60 outlaw. And alpha. 61. Matchbox light.
You got sight right there.
No, go.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Reed.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 13. Check 13.
Greystone travel.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone as his guys are in for 6. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point safely through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
70, Indy.
Check, lucky.
Get it.
2nd and 10. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Topper!
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, exit. 5.
Looking to throw. James has got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 22. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm gonna run you over. Out.
Rudolph Horker.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's for, oh no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Ready, break.
53, check 53.
Pilot, 64, read, go.
Second and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush. They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. No gain on the play there. Second down.
X3, 218, jump. Bravo.
54 is Mike. Yep. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Greystone, travel.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
All day.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to collect. Mike,
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. On third down, a run by Mack. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. You remember me? Let's go,
Deep river.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Mack on the counter.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey.
Let's go. Mike 50.
Ready?
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. The final score now from Baltimore. And the Steelers coming away victorious there. A win would be their first of the young season. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
60 outlaw.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Bengals, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.